The Share My Story program is a free service that we provide our clients here at Palliative Care Southeast, and it's an incredible opportunity for our clients to be able to document their life story. Now that can be anything from a full biography, so from their birth and their family to where they are now, more of a memoir. It can be letters to family and loved ones or friends. It can be photo books, and on some occasions we even create age-appropriate biographies. So some may have grandkids or kids that they'd like to leave for them now. Unfortunately, they're just not old enough to be able to understand the full biography, in which they can read later on as they grow up. So our volunteers support our clients in writing their life story. And even though it's very exciting to have that final product and it's a great thing to have, the real impact of the program is actually the journey and the process to be able to put this life story together. You know, they sit down once a week and they relive their life and all the incredible moments that they have, and it's a real positive experience for them to have at this point in their life.
To having it done, he's had to think a bit more. So it takes him away from thinking about the illness or other things associated with it. And he's sort of, you're thinking back to happier times and looking for what you want to remember. So it's good.
We sit down and we talk, and I do talk a lot. But Glenys plucks things out of me about family or where I've been or done that. What seems like to me probably less than an hour, it's probably an hour and a half that we work and write it all down. And
it's been a great fun working with Eddie, helping him to remember and bring together his story. Being a motorbike cyclist and a racing bike rider, it's been really fascinating. He's been quite famous, so I'm quite impressed to be helping him with his story.
One of the things I really sort of enjoy is when they go back to their childhood and reminiscence all the beautiful things in life, what made them the person they are today. So I really enjoy that, and I think for a client that is one of the things that they keep going back to. The best part would be the different type of human beings that you come across and how they change throughout different phases of their lives. I think that was something that I really explored and realized whilst writing these stories.
I've certainly seen firsthand how beneficial it is for clients' mental health, their psychological and spiritual well-being in partaking in the biography program. As a counsellor at Palliative Care Southeast, I'm very aware of the value of the biography program for our clients. There's no doubt that telling your own story, leaving a legacy, having an opportunity to reflect on your life, your hopes, your dreams, sharing the sorts of things that make you you is so important during someone's trajectory.
They refer to it as Ruth's book, and Mum was one of 6, so as the various relatives go and visit, they get out Ruth's book, and there are quite a few things that the distant relatives didn't know about her, and she was terribly proud but quite unassuming about, she got an OAM, and there were some of her relatives that didn't know that, so it was, yes, it's been terrific, really good. The copy is incredibly important. I have one, my brother has one. I sent one to my aunt, her sister-in-law in Canada, and her sister in Queensland. So we had quite a few printed, and it's a lovely memory. You can go back and just say, I've forgotten that, and I'll remember those dogs, and just, yeah, it's lovely to have. Southeast Palliative's biography service is, I think, an exceptional service for people who, especially with MND, where they will lose the ability to use their hands and speak and whatnot. To get it in place before this heads down that awful path. It's just terrific, and can't recommend it highly enough. It's really good.
Typically it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get a client's biography written, and that's 1 to 2 hours each of those weeks, but then it's at least double that time, 8 to 10, 12 hours to complete the whole draft that I then forward to. For the client to see their story written finally in print is a sense of completion, satisfaction and relief that they now have that off their minds and it's been told in their way. It's their story that's left behind for others.
To encourage people to do it, I'd definitely say yes. Once you've taken that first step and you've gone into it a little bit, you realise that, oh, hang on, we got a photograph of that or something, so it gets you excited, and that's good.